Alright, make some noise. You look like every successful comedian's failure of a friend that they all have on their podcast. Who thinks that they're a comedian too because they once told a joke to another comedian and got laughs. Look at the fucking wit of you. I bet you drink tea from a shot glass. You're the grey paint of rap. You just take something boring as shit and do it at a different pace like Pop Black. Your biggest dilemma in life is trying to decide whether you're a hipster or punk. So to compromise, you just talk shit about hipsters while doing hipstery stuff. You see, the difference in us is I'm a rapper and you're a weirdo who wants something niche that they can say to the gals and an excuse for being a lazy cunt because you're creative at heart. And that's why when Shocks call you an amazing writer, you fucking came in your pants. And when they call me an amazing writer, I got paranoid, like that cunt better not start taking my bars. Hold it down. Let's go. But he said you versus Acre was a coming-of-age performance, so I bagged the VOD, hoping your performance finally had packed a punch. Well, after making that purchase, either you or him owes me that pound back, you cunts, because there was no winner in that battle. It's just the other lad was worse. So Shocks-wise, you have to gas him up and make me think my hands were full, when really he only got an acre by default, like a farmer's son. Whoa! And that battle didn't even come out, and you've had a battle vaulted on training days. Jesus' sake. Even the poor cunt motive got uploaded on the Facebook page. And while we're here today, I ain't Acre, mate, so don't come in here with those racist ways because I'll break your face. And I don't need razor blades or to play with the weapons because these cause broke bones and snap noses. Prosopagnosia, you won't even recognise your own facial reflection. I cave in your temple till it breaks into segments. You know what, I'd actually use your hands and play Stop Hitting Yourself. Now I'm only aiding and abetting if I'm facing a sentence, just helping him end his own life like a euthanasia friendship. Yeah! Because recently I've been hearing people raising the question, can I transition to a bigger stage or will we need a translator to help him? But let me be clear for a second. Although that's all fair and interesting, I play sports at a high level all my life. This is just another day in a different setting. This stage it ain't a pressure, I'm made for this attention. Because what the fuck's a transition to a bigger stage? Well, I got stadium presence. While you're mundane and depressing with delivery issues, you're just a millionth edition of this new school of miserable bitches. Even the way you dress means that you fit the description. You're just a depressing Canadian bitch that rhymes. You're Elizabeth Bishop. You're not even good enough for this. You're not even good enough for this washing like the water in the Michigan district. Let's go, boys! Go!
That's good, buddy. Real nice. You ready? Shocks! Stop giving me battles with people whose accents are ridiculously hard to understand. Scott Early, Acre. Now this dickhead. Is this some type of sick joke? Well, if it is... You got me, I know. Let me guess. Chalked out 4 whom up against? Zane Azrai or Tommy Wiseau? Can't even build a rep for rebuttals. Because even though I really focus, I can only understand about a third of what this kid spits. I wasn't aware that apparently Podge Dwyer was Gaelic. For disclaimer, you ain't gonna understand a word of this shit. See, with you, Podge, it's not a debate over whether it's bars or jokes when you spit a verse. You got 2 levels. It's either, I didn't quite catch that, or, well, I mean, I kind of understood a few of the words. Mr. fucking, what the hell is he going on about? I'm finding it incredibly hard to follow anything you're saying. Seriously. I mean, the staff just must be taking the piss. But I'll be the first to admit it could be down to that hair on his face. Because that's just stranger than shit. Eyebrows looking like 2 caterpillars nervous about ending their first date with a kiss. The left one is like, okay, I'll go 90% and you can go 10, but the right is really hesitant and is having an inner turmoil because it can't decide if it's a sign that, who knows, maybe they should just be friends. Bro, it's actually really distracting, just get rid of it. It's just like one long lineup of bristles. It'll be easy. All it takes is 2 seconds. Just grab a razor and just a little zzz, right down the middle. I know what y'all thinking. Tofer, why be so fickle? Come on, you don't really mean it. Hello? Have you fucking seen it? Wait, I get his defense mechanism, a way for his opponent to feel threatened. Well, congrats, it's work, because I'm secretly preparing for that thing to evolve and jump off of your face and attack me at any given second. You are one unfortunate-looking bastard. Like, hella fucking ugly. Don't get discouraged, though, bro. Some girls dig that. Same way some guys dig girls that are chunky.
We got my chunky girls, isn't
it? Seriously, don't get discouraged, bro. Just words, you little rascal. Don't let them be getting to you. I'm only messing with you. Psych! Podge gotta force himself on the pussy like he Pepe Le Pew. Time.
Still with me, yeah?
Yeah. Nope.
You've got that lollipop that was found under the couch sort of look. You fuzzy, ugly, drowned rat looking scruff. You honestly think you would be booked if they didn't want me on this card and the flyer finalised? Would you fuck? You've got no value. They just keep you in case they need you in the future like a curry tub. While I'm... That's the softest one this round. While I'm breaking down doors like Jackson, I'm on a rampage. Let's say I don't belong here, but I show up every time and stand out like that random white dude on the snack stage. It's a damn shame how last battle you went on that racist campaign, because to us, Canadians and Yanks are just the same. And I'd kill a Yank for stepping in my field. Jesus, you can call me Bull McCabe. And at this stage, it ain't fucking fair. I'm beating you twice as bad as you ever have. You'll be looking back at 60s like the Wonder Years. While I'm coming off a wonderful year where I made my purposes clear. I didn't care about results. I just wanted to learn from my peers. I battled G-Dub, Terminal Hulk. What the fuck have you done to compare? At least my busy schedule explains why I've choked. Not enough time to rehearse and prepare. What the fuck is your excuse? You battled half the amount of times and it took you double the years. And another burden you bear is you're a boring piece of shit to these, with no flow or creativity, just monotone and weak deliveries with the same old token easy simile. Using fake gun bars and saying they're sleeping. That's not the reason, and I know that they'll agree with me. Big Lebowski, it's not actually a kidnapping. They just need that Tofer believability. Because what outstanding qualities does this bitch have? How is this not a mismatch? You look like Randall Weems from Recess. While I... Hold it down. You look like Randall Weems from Recess, and I leave holes in grasses like Alan Titchmarsh. I'm just here spitting to a fraud to boost my stock like Action and Riff-Raff, because you're about as intimidating as the back of a king charge or someone who chants Hare Krishna and is a massive believer in the Bhagavad Gita. Like, look at those shit cats. I know you love Rick and Morty, but you didn't really have to get that. Because I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's the 21st century and the badge rules, and number one on those list of rules is if you want to have sex with any one of them, you don't turn your favourite cartoons into fucking tattoos. And I'm all for feminism if it means you're never given the chance to have youths. Like imagine little Tofers. All they want for Christmas is a growth spurt. Now go and spit your shit. I got an inkling that it won't work. Let's go, Podge!
You're the same height as me. I want to know.
I've actually had a meal though.
There's potatoes. Got distracted by potatoes. Nope.
Do a handstand, bro. Let's go. Let's go, Tofer. Come on, man. You got this.
I apologize ahead of time. I'm just gonna get the first line. That rhymed though, so catch that. I just want to take a quick second to give you your props. You got a big battle coming up. Sure, that's massive and stuff, but a lot of people ain't giving you a hope in hell. I don't know about you, but if that was me, I'd be battling fuck. They ain't giving you a round. They say I'm Podge dying in 3. And after the painstaking process of watching all of your battles, my friend, I'll be completely honest, I'm inclined to agree. He's gonna wipe the fucking floor with you, but first I'm here to put you in a body bag, leave Marcus dealing with a corpse. I could have been greedy and left you 6 feet beneath the floor, but I'm here to put his lights out like the Undertaker. But I'll split the blame and leave the remains for Dalek to be the one to wheel to the morgue. We all know that weren't the battle you were after, though. Last words, too, not the clash you would have chose to make your mark. You wanted that 2-on-2, but when you saw Terminal chose Guame over you, Ralph at the Krusty Awards, you could pinpoint the moment it was breaking his heart. You thought you were the best of friends, and I'm sure everyone at next in line too was shocked because it seemed like you two were so tight that you got to that terminal just a little too late, and that chance just flew right by. But still, you got a huge shot to make a name for yourself, and at first, I won't lie, I was a bit perplexed, like, how did Podge get this opportunity? I mean, he's alright, kind of just plain average. But then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, if I was part of a league with only about 7 or 8 battlers, I'd probably be given the same chances. Rap is full. Odd choice for a name, because it certainly isn't. I mean,
Let's go.
I mean, if it was, how could you fit in you and Terminal going at it for like 30-ish minutes? I made the fatal mistake of watching that battle, and Jesus fucking Christ, what a bore. If I wanted to see 2 Irish guys duke it out for 30 minutes, I'd throw a potato onto the floor. I'm sorry, that was a bit below the belt. And I know some people weren't fucking with the race angle against Aker, so 3rd round, no more of it. I'll dead it, you guys.
Cassio!
Sorry,
Samson.
Whoa, sorry, that's just some of my mates who told them to behave, so please, fellas, simmer down, you know, enough with the stereotypes. Time.
Let's go, Podge! Ready? Yeah. Finish this job off. Shut the fuck up! As I know he's dead already, but we still have another round.
I don't know what he said.
You seem like you have your favourite porn star's flashlight and a personalised cum rag. And refer to women's busts as fun bags and only get online matches off bots these days because you look like a dirtbag. I've never even met you and you're the most depressing fella I have known without a... And you're the most depressing fella I have known without a single friend to dial your phone or show up to events, enjoy your set and drive you home. You're a lonely virgin poet. Ah shit, did I forget to write a scroll? And never mind, it's the same result because I've been lighting up while he's been left to die alone. You're on the same flyer as Tone and Soul. You should be fucking hyped tonight, not looking like you've died inside. Put your pride aside. You should have known for stepping in my lane there will be blood, like you lived a false messiah's life. But my advice is be more life with Brian, because either side you've been idle in your sight. So while you die, at least look on the bright side of life. Stop. And stop talking about knifing, guys, because even with a weapon, nobody thinks he'd win in a fight. Even though after my car crash, my shoulder still isn't right. Because I'm like Tony Soprano after the car spins in the dike. I only need one hand to end Christopher's life. Nobody thinks he can write, it's just that your delivery's shite and they can't think of a genuine compliment, so they give you a participant's prize. Why, for me, this is just the tip of the ice, and I think it's about time me and Terminal finally finish our trial, because we look at this as our test, but still haven't had a challenge. At this stage, we're in Big Ben City, throwing punches for the fans like Malice at the Palace, and if you don't think we're up to standard, you're a massive ignoramus, and we'll kick in your door and catch it coming down the stairs like bananas in pajamas. We catch you coming down the stairs like bananas in pajamas. Every trip we take is light work. Fuck if you can't understand this is still a two-body package. Right, Carla, strap of glasses onto Zach Galifianakis. The state I've left you in is hard to fathom. Your fam can only see cremation as the answer, cause fuck skills. Bars alone is not enough. Now his fam has to head to buy a urn like Diago Alcantara's. And to be honest, when I got offered Dyer Fridge, I was kind of pissed I had this battle book. But I didn't stamp or sulk or try back track on Ambi once. I showed up and did my job. Now I have a sup and lap it up. Cause unlike this depressing cunt, my glass is always half full like half a gallon goods. But I actually pack a punch. Time. Let's go.
This bellend over here seems to think his music is going to be making him a living. I know, right? Right? For fuck's sake. See, this guy over here thinks his music is going to be making him a living. Thinks he's going to be making tons of dough. What a dickhead. Is it? Nah, G. Think Ricky Bobby. Oh, nah, G. He ain't going to be swimming in dough, so think Ricky Bobby when he get in a crash, because that fire's just not there when you start to spin on a track. But you got a Podge over here. Guys, Podge has a track with Chuck D.
I don't. I'm only on Sam Mountain.
Oh, that's impressive, right? I know, right? Impressive stuff. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? Shut up. What's that? You didn't know. Well, don't let it get you down in the dumps, because between me and you guys, neither did Chuck. But you love to let everyone know about it, don't you, you fucking dork? Like, oh yeah, me and Chuck go way back. We basically lived on the same street. And he actually told me that if we had have had that classic drop just a few years earlier, I would have been one of the shoo-ins to be a thank you on his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. But no, I'm sure he chose you because you're talented. Not because you paid him or nothing. He probably co-signed you. Thinks you're a real dope writer. Thinks you dropped fire, and on his tombstone it's going to read, "Here lies the founder of Public Enemy, loving son and father," but also most known for that one track he did with that weird-looking fucking Irish kid named Podge Dwyer. But seriously, when it comes to battle rap, I mean, sure, you're an up-and-comer. But you ain't really been tested off of your homeland. I mean, you beat a lackluster Domsky 1, but you had Terminal there to walk you through it and hold hands. So, and you only got in this car because he was on it. So all that really tells me is you can't go alone when you need to war. You need someone to lift your spirits and up your game so your whole career is like a Trump campaign, because you can't win without the right support. So fuck off and go on home. Because for 800 seconds I fought you without weapons. But I won't fight you for 800 more, because your fucking voice is annoying. So take your weird ass eyebrows and your fucking shitty music and all your up their R's and shove them up your arse.